it's Laura Laws. I am 27 weeks pregnant with our IVF baby. And I wanted to share, I was nervous about sharing this because it is so emotional, but it is my first round of IVF that did not work. And the reason I wanted to share it is because I used to watch so many YouTube videos when I was going through IVF, and it just really helped me to understand the process, make sure I wasn't missing anything, and also just understand that my emotions I was going through, were normal, basically. When I was going through the IVF process, I sat down and I was going to do a diary, and then I realized quickly that I'm not very good at keeping a diary and keeping up with it. So it was just easier for me to pull out my iPhone, and I kept a video diary of the process. It ended up being like 2 hours long, I think. So I edited it down, just kind of quick little overview of what I went through in my first round of IVF. When I went through my second round of IVF, this video was so helpful because I was able to go back and just remember, because you forget so much, because there's just way too much to understand the whole process. And you really have to trust your doctors, have confidence in them and what they're doing. A lot of the videos, I'm not wearing any makeup. It's usually late at night in bed and just like recapping. And there's some happy tears and there's some sad tears. Started my birth control pills today. Egg supply numbers are good. We have good chances that we're going to get 5 or more embryos. That he said we might have to do 2 cycles of egg retrievals before we get an embryo, just based on statistics. But so I'm excited, trying to keep positive, take it day by day, and not get too overwhelmed. I had a mock embryo transfer, and it hurt like. And then I did the injection training, and I was sitting there, and I was bloated, and I felt nauseous, and I thought I was gonna throw up. Well, the most nerve-wracking part is like, oh my God, you have to like inject yourself. Big needle in the ass. So that's really scary. Like, there was a part of me that was like, maybe, we're not gonna do this. So I just got my IVF medications delivered. What did I get myself into? Like, what am I doing? Like, this is even before I saw the box of meds. Holy crap, like, this is gonna be a long, long road, and it's a lot more than I thought it would be, and like, it all could be for nothing. I couldn't believe the amount of drugs. It's so insane. Oh, when they did my ultrasound yesterday, Tuesday morning, they had 24 follicles is what he counted. And he said if we could get 15 follicles retrieved, then that would be a good number. So we'll see. 10, 14 days, we'll know. My 4th night where I did IVF medication, and both shots were like painless. Like, it didn't hurt going in. Like, they're so sharp and so small. Like, nothing hurt going in. I heard Menopur burned. Didn't burn me. Like, doctor, like, tell me the truth. Is it because I have like a good amount of pudginess on my stomach? Like, is that why the shots don't hurt? He said no. Maybe you're just being nice. But he's like, no, like, some people just, it doesn't affect them like other people. And I guess I have 6 leading follicles, which are in the same range of size. That was day 8 of medication. So that's like when the bloats start. I got a headache, a little constipated. Super Bowl Sunday. And they have 16 follicles over, I think 10, is it millimeters? Anyways, good size follicles, 16. And there's still small ones that could grow. So I have to go in every day this week. I'm on my 12th day of IVF medication. Go in every day until it's time to do the trigger shot. got a trigger shot. So the past 2 days I've been tired, super bloated, and like kind of hurts to walk. So we have 22 follicles. 10 are within the range, and they're trying to get the other, I guess, 12 within the range. The doctor today was like, we just don't see these kind of numbers for a 40-year-old. And the other doctor yesterday was just like, I'm so excited for you. These are just, everything's looking so great. You're responding really well. And we need these numbers because my eggs are old and crappy. All right. And I've been feeling a little nauseous too, and like not very hungry. Like I get excited for food, but then I just feel gross after. I'm nervous about the trigger shot, and I can't believe I have to do the trigger shot tomorrow. I'm so freaked out. But we had 26 mature follicles. I got a high five from the doctor. Apparently that's a rock star number for a 40-year-old. Oh, and I asked my doctor if I could do a shot of tequila before my butt shot, as I've been calling it. Hopefully my husband doesn't pass out when he sticks a 1.5-inch needle in my butt. A video.
No, I don't want a video of this.
Yes.
You should not know when it's coming. That'll make it worse.
It will?
Yeah. You can video your face, but not.
I don't want to video my face.
You can't video.
Wait, is that the spot?
Yeah, it's right here.
All right, you're supposed to do 2 inches around though.
I did it all over.
2 inches, the swab? Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
I did a big area.
Oh my God. And we are headed in for egg retrieval. My husband's upstairs at his computer doing his thing. So excited to get it over with. Nervous. Trigger shot didn't hurt, so this isn't gonna hurt.
Our anniversary.
Our 10th year anniversary. And yesterday we had the egg retrieval.
Spit those eggs right out.
I had 13 eggs and 12 were mature. And then we got a call today that 9 were fertilized. And I was hurting yesterday.
Yes, you were.
Yeah. Phil took care of me. He brought me
I did my best.
the most amazing grilled cheese I've ever had. And you did the shot. The shot didn't hurt.
Yeah.
You're an expert at butt shots. Day 3 after egg retrieval. Yesterday, Sunday, they said that the 9 are still growing. So no news today, no news tomorrow, and we'll get a call on Wednesday. Day 5 embryos. We got the news today. I was a little disappointed. We only have 4 out of the 9. So, but the good news is the 3 were AA, AAs, and then 1 BB. And then they said the other 5 that we have, they're still going to keep an eye on. And day 6, they might turn into blastocysts. I guess it's good news we have 4. That's really great, and I am grateful. It just makes me nervous if, like, they're all abnormal for chromosomes. So excited. And we got 3 more embryos. So we have a total of 7. I am beyond excited. She called me a rock star. So the 8th one is still cooking. And we may have 8 embryos, which is insane. Like, joyously happy. This has been like the most stressful part of the whole process. The shots, like, they didn't hurt me at all. Like, you were doing something every day and it's just like the days went by faster. We have 7 little babies. We have like 7 little babies like in the lab just cooking. Friday we'll see if there is an 8th one, and then it goes off, the biopsy, and it goes off to the lab either Friday or Monday, and then we have 2 weeks. So the nurse did not call yesterday, so I guess the 8th petered out. So we have 7 embryos. I'm just gonna be positive, like, it's gonna work out. This is gonna work. Like, we're gonna get 1 or 2 embryos and it's gonna work, and we're gonna have a baby, hopefully in December, if not 2018, which sounds crazy. A little sad. So there was just 1 out of the 7 that was normal. Like, looking at the statistics, I guess 15% of 40-year-olds' eggs are normal. So we just got 1 that was normal, and it was one of the ABs, and we had like 3 AAs. It makes me feel like my chances of having a baby just are not very good. I'm like mad at myself for waiting for so long. I'm 40 to do this. And part of me feels like it's never gonna happen now. Oh, I guess like the good part is like we have one and it's not great news, but it's one. Like my nurse was like, you've responded, no, she was like, you've been ahead of the curve on everything so far. Like I thought more would test normal. At least we got one. Maybe that's the super baby. I'm in a much better mood today. Yesterday was not very good. So last night, I did a little more crying, and then my husband, of course, talked me off the emotional ledge, and he was just like, you know, the doctor originally told us that it would take 2 egg retrievals to get a good embryo because of our age, and we got 1 embryo in the first try. Well, we got 7, but 1 good one, 1 chromosomally good one. And he's like, you know, I just feel very fortunate and happy that we have 1 good one. And so, like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna reset my head. And if it doesn't work out, then we can just start over again and go through the stress of not knowing. So I'm gonna try to be positive, but you know, it's just hard because when I feel like I'm too positive or too excited, that it's just gonna be harder if it all doesn't work out. Saturday was the estrogen shot, which I think is estrogen, I don't know. I've had horrible anxiety the past 2 days. It's like heart racing and moody and exhausted. And so I like Googled it, and apparently shocking my system with female hormone. Yeah, that's what's happening. What are the chances of implantation? And the doctor said, well, chances of a birth when you have a normal PGS tested embryo is 65%. April 4th, embryo transfer day. 20 ounces of water with a full bladder. Takes 45 minutes. And then we have to wait. What's a 2-week wait minus 5? 9 days. 14 minus 5, yeah. A 9-day wait, so that would be April 12th. So I did my first progesterone and oil shot last night. There must be something wrong with me in a good way for shots. Did not hurt at all. It is April 4th. It is transfer day. Not pregnant. IVF number 1, fail. The little girl, little female did not implant. It's 4 days after my beta, my negative beta. And the past couple days I've been very nauseous. And so this morning around 9:30 or 10, I was just like, I got a feeling, and I was like, I still have some pregnancy strips left. Let me just test. And I took 2 and they came out positive. So I just went in and got a second beta, and she was like, I've never seen this happen before. I rushed to look at your results from Monday to see if we screwed up, but everything looked fine. Could be a chemical pregnancy. And I was like, well, I stopped my meds, so is that a problem? She was like, it's not good if you are pregnant, but my beta was like 2.5 on Monday. So if it went up, so anyway, I took, it's like these cheap things this morning. I took 2 of them, and they came back positive with a faint line. So they're gonna call me. She said it takes an hour, so probably 20 more minutes. And I had 1 more first response left over, and it's definitely positive. There's 2 lines, which is crazy. But I mean, I'm not gonna get too excited because it's probably a chemical or I don't know what it is. This is so weird. And I was like, how would I have a false positive? Like, why would my HCG levels go up? She's like, only if you injected yourself with HCG. And I was like, that didn't happen. I was like, could it just be a late implanter? And she said, no. And she was like, because you did a fetal and a frozen embryo transfer, that stopping your progesterone was not good. So if it does come out positive, it's probably won't work anyways. I don't know. It's so like I was crying this morning. I had to go work, and like my hands have been shaking for hours. I still don't understand how this can happen. Friday, the doctor called me late afternoon and said that my HCG level was 16 and that there was no way that it was a pregnancy, and we transferred a perfectly beautiful embryo and probably just some cells of the embryo attached or implanted, and it didn't implant all the way. And I was just like, well, that doesn't make sense with it being over 2 weeks after the transfer. Like, why would it take so long to show up? I don't know. Part of me wonders if it would have worked if I had kept on the medicine. Like, what if there's a super, super late implanter and the medicine wasn't there to support the implantation? But I'm not going to stress over it. What's done is done. Yesterday, Sunday, I had the worst period in the world. Advil wasn't working at all. It was horrible. So, I don't know. It was I guess a chemical pregnancy, and it was all over yesterday. And so the doctor was really booked up because he was on vacation, but he squeezed me in for Thursday. So I go in this morning to get my blood work. They want to make sure it gets down to 0, the HCG, and then we meet with the doctor on Thursday and see what plan B, take 2 is. We met with the doctor today, and apparently there's something where you have like a day for implantation to occur. And there's a new test, or they can test to find out what day that is. Most people are 5 days, some people are 6. In a rare case, he said, saw one woman that was 7. So I guess that could have been the reason why our embryo didn't implant. And so it's like $600. We're going to do that test this time. But it's like, why didn't we do it the first time? If you are going through IVF, I wish you the best. And it is hard emotionally as well as physically. I was very fortunate. The shots didn't hurt me. And it just was, I think I had it easier than most people, and I don't know why. But it was still hard. So I can't imagine going through it and being in pain from the shots, and also, you know, not having a positive outcome in the end, which is the big unknown and the scariest part of the whole thing. I wish everyone luck who's going through IVF. It's an exciting time, it's a scary time, but in the end, I hope everything works out for everyone who's trying IVF and wants their miracle baby. I'll see you guys on my next video.